Hey, how are you doing? It's Alan here from Looking for Warriors, and I want to quickly take you through UX and design. Learning UX and design on Skillshare, really important. UX and design is a great way to get into a company, like a multinational. If you want to get into multinational and you want to progress that multinational, a great place to start is UX and design or video editing. So you don't necessarily need college for UX and design, although a lot of job applications will ask for a degree, but you don't necessarily need it. Just two things that you do need is you need an understanding of design principles, and you also need to know the applications to use. Now, the most important applications right now in design and UX are Photoshop, Illustrator, Figma Sketch. They're the most important ones to know right now. And I'm going to talk about Figma. I'm going to talk about learning Figma. So you've got to plan this out, and I'll put an overall plan, maybe a Trello board up with the overall plan to get into a design job in a multinational. Even if you have a degree, you can still follow this plan and work on getting a design job in a multinational or just any company, as far as in starting in the design or UX area, which is a great place to start. Get to know a few people and you can progress on from there. So the things you need to know are Figma, Photoshop. Now, Figma is Sketch. Sketch on the Mac is also called Sketch sometimes. Figma/Sketch, Photoshop and Illustrator, they're the most important things. Now, there's courses to show you how to use those applications, which is really important. What you're going to have to do is learn how to use those applications and learn design principles, and then put a good portfolio together of your work. It even makes sense to do some free work initially. You can get free work on Fiverr. Well, it's not free, but it's basically free work on Fiverr. There's lots of online places where you can get work and do it at a very cheap cost in order to build up your portfolio. Now, so Figma, learning Figma. I've just gone through one Figma course. I've been in the design area for 20 years. I know it really well. But Figma is a relatively new application, but it's really important as far as UX is concerned. It's very, I wanted to say very easy to use. Maybe some people may disagree with me on that, but I feel like it's very easy to use. That's come from someone who's been using design applications for a long time. But I believe that anyone can learn how to use Figma. I just did a course from Emmanuel Prado, design a professional email template in Figma. And what you're really looking for in this course is clarity. Is the course clear? This course is very clear. You can understand him very well. He's a very friendly, open guy. You can understand him very well. And he's also very clear about construction. It's very straightforward. He gives you design files, which is really important, that you can download and upload. Now, Figma is free online, but you can also download the application. It's all free. It's basically all free unless you use very advanced features, which you won't need. So Figma is free for intents and purposes of this video. So, Manuel Prado, how to build a professional email template in Figma. Very clear. What I would suggest is this is definitely there's a number of Skillshare courses in Figma. I'm going to go through all of them, but this is definitely one you should do. Download his files, do the exercises. So do each of the exercises in Figma. Now, if you're not listening to the course, taking notes and doing the exercises, you're wasting your time. Don't do this at all. But if you download the files, you open up Figma, set up an account, a free account, and you do the exercise, this is going to be really useful course for you. It's basically just a foundation that you're going to need for Figma. But Figma is really important. So I think it's really good to do this course on Figma. Now, what you want to do is do a good course of Figma. This will do the job. Do a good course of Photoshop. I've talked about Photoshop before. And do a good course on Illustrator if you're serious about wanting to get a job in this area. And then do a course on design principles. Now, design principles are really important. Do a course on design principles. Put your portfolio together. Do free work for a local company, or just get some work on Fiverr, or get it on, somewhere else, some other freelancer site, and build your portfolio up. And from that, if you push and talk to enough people, make enough phone calls, send enough CVs out, you can get a job in a multinational or some company and start moving forward from there if design is an area you're interested in. I don't believe you need a degree, although I do know from being in the area that a lot of job specs will say that you need a degree. So that depends on how good you are at pushing yourself forward and showing them that you have the skills and you're enthusiastic. I believe from running the company in the past that someone who has good skills and enthusiastic is more valuable than someone necessarily has a degree and is not enthusiastic. So, but having a degree will be no harm as well if you do have one. But I don't believe you need one. I believe if you can get into an interview and if you can push yourself forward and you may need to push a little bit. Sometimes you need to push a little bit. But I believe with the good skills and if you have a good portfolio and you're enthusiastic, I think that'll be enough. So this is Figma. This is a great course. I'm going to link it in the description down here. This is definitely a course to start off. And even if you're going to college or whatever, do this course anyway. It'll give you a good foundation in the skills you need to understand. But there's also, I'll do another video on design principles, and I've done one on Photoshop already. I'll do another one on Illustrator, and I'll put those videos in the description box below. It's been Alan here from Look for Warriors. Do me a favor to get the rest of these videos on design principles. Subscribe to this channel, and also there may be a form underneath in order to get a nice Trello board with the full design user experience task list from Trello that you can download.